Hey Facebook, how you doing? Morgan Steele here. You can see I'm outside. I'm in Taupo. I've come over here, stayed last night, and I'm staying tonight as well. I've just decided to take a couple of days out. Out from my kids, out from my job, out from my life, and just really focus on me. This is the first time ever that I've taken a holiday on my own, and I just had a massage. You can see I'm a little bit fresh-faced and I'm just walking down by the lake here, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's so beautiful, and I just decided to take some time out. And as I say, I've never ever done that before. I've always gone away with either friends or my husband or family, but I've never actually taken a holiday on my own, and it's honestly, it's incredible. I recommend it to everybody. If you've never taken a holiday on your own, it's empowering, it's liberating, it's cleansing. You can do whatever you want, and there's no guilt, and you just, look where I am, it's beautiful. Midweek, I'm really grateful actually to be able to just have this time, and just to be able to do the things that I need to do to keep my cup full. Because as mothers and as workers, business owners, we're always serving people, we're always serving other people, and sometimes we forget that we actually need to keep our own cup quite full if we want to be able to serve anybody, really. And so I was just noticing that I was a little bit low in energy, and I was just feeling a little bit funky, and I wasn't quite at the high energy that I really need to be at. So that's why I've taken this break. I've come over here and I've taken this break for 3 days, which is awesome. I'm just going to keep walking. So I wanted to speak today about healing the different layers, and I wanted to share a story for myself that talks about the different layers when you're doing your healing. So if you're new to healing, and I've really only been doing healing in this lifetime anyway for probably the last 2 years, and one of the main things that came up for me was, and I think it's extremely common in men and women, is not being enough, not feeling like you're enough. Nothing you do, there's people around here, nothing you do, there's quite a few people around here. You feel like nothing you do is enough. I'm going to come over here. And that actually spills out into lots of other areas of your life. If you don't think that you're enough, and if you don't feel like what you do is enough and what you bring to the table is enough, then, hey Christine, nice to see you, then it's going to spill over to every other area of your life. And for me, it was about proving myself. When you don't think you're enough, you try and prove yourself all the time. And you get yourself into a situation where you're living your life for other people, and you're not actually even happy within yourself. So I'm not going to go into that completely, but the point of that is that I believe that I completely healed that, because I did lots of different modalities. I did theta healing, I did kinesiology, I worked on that for quite some time. And what I want to share with you is that there's so many layers to it. So I thought that I'd completely cleared that, and then something in my outer life, my outer world, triggered that not feeling enough again. I got triggered again, and I realised that, hey, there's another layer to this. There's another layer. And so I got another kinesiology session, and I did some work with my theta healer as well. And it's really interesting what came up, and it's like genetic stuff, and it's past life stuff, and it's stuff that you haven't really been able to control in this life. Childhood wounds is a huge one as well. Even if you've had the most amazing childhood, which I did have a really good childhood, there's still things that are going to influence. There's still things that have happened that are going to influence you in this lifetime. So the message I really want to give today is that, there are so many layers to this process. And if you're out there in pain and you're, hey Jenny, nice to see you. If you're out there and you're in pain, you're going through something and it's painful, or you're being triggered by something in your outer experience within relationships, or within your career, or with your children or something, just know that it is another layer that needs to be explored, and you can just give yourself absolute compassion for that, and you can just look at that and say, hey, this is something maybe I thought I'd cleared this, but it's come up again. Just give yourself love, just give yourself compassion, and just understand and realize that, you know, there are so many different layers to this stuff, and it's never going to end. You know, we're always going to be learning new things, we're always going to be growing, we're always going to be uncovering things that are going to bring us back to who we really are as souls, you know, who we really are. It's not this illusion, you know, it's not the illusion of fear and inadequacy and, you know, I'm not enough, and you know, I'm not lovable, and I can't have that, I can't, you know, I can't have that. That's all BS. It's all an illusion. It's all just a belief system that we have been passed down with. You know, genetics, you know, past life stuff, all that energetic wounding, it's all passed down to us when we come into this world. And it's stuff that we haven't healed from past lives, or perhaps we wanted to explore again in this life as a soul lesson. Or something like that. So there is going to be stuff there that we can choose to look at, you know, and we can choose not to look at it as well, and that's your choice. But the more that you look at things and the more that you uncover things with love and compassion, the higher your vibration is going to raise, and the more that you're going to be able to bring into your life, call into your life, that you want. Because all the things you want, you know, the love, the connection, the money, the travel, the happiness, all that stuff comes at a high vibration. If you don't have a high vibration, you're not going to be able to bring that stuff into you. Or if you do bring it in, you're going to lose it, or you're not going to be able to sustain it, because all of that really good stuff, you need to have a high vibration to maintain it. Okay, so I'm probably going to leave it there. As I said, I've just had a massage. I'm probably just going to go back to my room now and have a spa. My room's really lush, it's awesome. Really treated myself, so I'm really happy that I did this. If you guys are out there and you're watching this and you're busy mothers and you are always helping other people, you know, always serving other people, just take a couple of days out. You know, I've left my kids with my husband. I'm here, you know, I'm doing whatever I want and whatever I don't want, and if I want to sleep, I sleep, and if I want to go out for dinner, I go out for dinner. I've just had a massage, you know, it's beautiful, and everybody deserves this, and it's not that expensive, and you can go out and you can do it and give yourself that time to really reconnect with who you are, ground with who you are, because if you go back into the world, you know, a more grounded, energized person, you're going to be able to help your children, your husband, your work, whatever you're doing. You're going to be able to bring such a higher level of energy and love and compassion to, you know, to that situation. So I'm going to leave it there, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.